Hello, this is Doug Brook at NorthStar DHI Services. Today we're going to be looking at calving ease within the PCDART program. Everything starts with calving ease by entering that information from the input desk and the calve input section. We're going to calve number 3847 and I apply individually. And here is a birth difficulty. There are birth difficulties 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 meaning no difficulty, 5 meaning very difficult. That cow calved with no difficulty. She did have a male calf that was sold. Now we have the ability to put in calving ease for every calving that happens within the herd. To be able to look that information up, I would first start in the Trackers series. I would go to Maternity Tracker. I would go ahead and preview the Maternity Tracker, and I would find that 75% of the cows had a calving ease score of 1, and 24% of the cows had a calving ease score of 4 or 5. Once I click in that box, that will give me a list of all the cows that are in that box. If I go ahead and scroll down to the bottom, use my shift key and click on the bottom, that will highlight all those cows. I'm going to assign them to a temp group today, number 66, and say OK. So there's 115 animals in this temp group 66 today. Those cows that in the last year have had calving ease difficulty. Now if I get out of PCDART Trackers for Maternity Tracker, I'm going to go in and create a new PCDART report, and that would be a new user report. I'm going to call this new user report calving ease. The database items I want to list on this particular report would be number 50, number 74, because I want to know when that cow actually calved. I want to know the sex and disposition of that resulting calving. I want to know what the birth difficulty is. That's database item number 188. I'm also want to be looking at the calf identity and the calf index number. Database item 220 will give me the calf identity. 223 will give me the calf index number, and 224 will give me the second calf index number if there were twins. I also want to know the lactation number for the cow. That's database item number 8. And I'm also looking for health information, all repro events. As I'm putting information into PCDART and health conditions, I'm just looking at any kind of repro issues that might have occurred to any of these cows during their lactation. Because I'm looking at calving ease difficulties, I'm going to use in the filter box 188, which is dystocia, birth difficulty, calving ease. Generically, they all kind of mean the same thing. I'm going to look at, as my lower value 4, my upper value is 5. I will be looking just at the birth difficulties that were very difficult or fairly difficult. Once I save this report, for me it's number 75. So now when I find that report number 75, and I go ahead and look at that calving ease report, I can preview that. This will show me my list of cows that have had calving ease in their current lactation. There are 115 animals in that list of those cows that have had birth difficulties of 4 or 5. I know there's a big long list, 3 pages worth of animals. And that's how I would take a look at those animals within the PCDART user reports to find out which of those cows actually had high birth difficulty scores. Another way I can take a look at birth difficulty numbers, I can go to standard reports. And in the standard reports there's an 804 herd summary. Once I scroll down, a birth summary tells me males, females, and also calving difficulty scores that have been entered. This 804 herd summary report is just a portion of the DHI 202 herd summary that gets mailed out every test day. Another thing I can do if I wanted to find out which cows are having birth difficulties, I can take any report or I can create a new one. I'm just going to be looking at milking cows. What I'm going to do is over here in the gray area in the drop down box for control, I'm going to choose temp group. Today 66 is the temp group I put those cows in. So my lower value is 66, my upper value is 66. And there, this gives me production milking cows for those cows that are in temp group 66, those cows that have had some birthing difficulties. What I really want to do is take a look at that calving ease report that we had just created. That's number 75. Go ahead and preview that. And if there were health conditions that were entered in, they would be showing up here in this part of the report. And that's where it's really nice, and it can be a very advantageous piece of data to have health conditions that talk about the repro health codes that can be put into PCDART. This is Brook at NorthStar DHI Services. Thank you.